This is Money, Motivation, and Mike, and I am your host, Michael Wainwright. In charge of the controls, the mothership, audio engineer, Jason Wright. And hello to you, world. This is the show that will change your life. You can contact us at info@mx3.vip, and you can find all of our content at mx3.vip. On our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@mx3podcast. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the icon bell to be notified of all of our new content. This week, we're going to continue on our second part of heart-centered leadership qualities. But before we get into that, a few more things here that are always important to us, and that's recognizing the listening audience. And just over the last 30 days, 26,549 listeners, downloads, etc., that we're very, very happy about. Coming up in August, here in next month, reaction videos will start up. We also have a guest coming on in August as well. A gentleman who runs a prison ministry that I think you will find very intriguing and a very, very heartfelt episode that we do have coming up. But continuing on here with the heart-centered leadership qualities that an individual should obtain and work on. We covered 10 on our last episode here at Money, Motivation, and Mike, and moving forward with that. Number 11, offering a safe, welcoming environment. When a person gets up in the morning and they go to the workplace, is it somewhere that they are looking forward to going to? Is it a place where they get along with everybody? It can't be Disney World every day. Sometimes things just don't go the way that you would like for them to go. And likewise with your coworkers that are in your office or your workplace or wherever it is. But is it a safe, welcoming environment that you walk into on a daily basis where you get there, whatever it is, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and you're happy to be there? It is a place that you do not regret. You do not dread. You feel comfortable there. You feel secure there. You enjoy your coworkers. And like I say, some days we don't all get up on the same side of the bed. And some days things happen where we're just as good as we possibly can be, and it's still not very good. Those kind of things happen. But on a daily basis, are you offering a safe, welcoming environment as a leadership quality to your team? Thoughts there. 12, ability to fail forward. All leaders have to fail forward. We're going to have setbacks. We're going to have things that don't go our way, but we can't have failure that puts a stop to the train. We can't have failure that puts a stop to our business, our club, our team, whatever it is. Basically puts a halt to it to where we cannot ever continue again. And maybe we do, but there's a lapse in time. We have to fail forward all the time. You have to be making sure that whatever it is you're doing and the detriments that come along to your business, to your personal life, you are failing forward. Yes, things are going to happen and we have to be prepared for them. And a leader is always prepared and making sure that you have the ability to fail forward whenever things don't go your way. So the ability to fail forward would be number 12. Number 13 is strive to be a mentor. Are you mentoring your people or are you holding them down? As a leader, you should be wanting people to be just as successful, if not better at leadership than you are. And lots of times the reason they're not is because the leaders are not doing their job in cultivating and mentoring the people that, let's just say, are below them, which is not the best of words, but part of your team and you trying to bring people forward. There's that old saying, you always want your kids to do and be better than what you did. And there are some people that don't like that saying. They can't deal with the fact that their kids might be more successful. I would think everybody would want their kid or children to be more successful than what they are. Striving to be a mentor and bringing people along, whether you're mentoring your children, your workers, your team members, etc., making sure that they are looking forward to achieving. There is a plan put in place for them to achieve and make the same success that possibly you already have, making sure. Number 14 is a servant leader. Are you serving your downline? Are you serving your people? Are you serving your team? Are you serving your family? Are you a servant leader, or are you just self-centered on yourself? Do you care about the people that are a part of your group? Are you serving them to where they know that you are family, that they're a part of the team? You will bring them along. You will mentor them, like on the previous topic, or the quality of a leader. You have to be a leader who will serve their folks. Do you serve the community? Do you bring people along with you? When you serve as a leader, you have to be a servant, just like you do in the church house, etc. Serve your people. Make them achieve more. That's also becoming a mentor. Number 15, are you mindful of your words? When you are talking to people, do they feel you're talking down to them? Or are you making them warm? Are you making them comfortable, making them a part of the conversation? Or do they feel like that they are a little bitty small ant when you talk to them? Because you are not mindful of your words. You don't care if you hurt their feelings, as long as you get your point across, as long as you get the job done. You have to make sure that you are being mindful of your words. The way you present things often will be shut down, or will be accepted with open arms. How you can say something and nobody hears you, or you can say the same thing and everybody hears you, based on how your words are. You have to be mindful of what you're going to say. You have to be mindful of your words, so that the presentation that you're bringing, everybody is up on the edge of their seat and they can't wait to hear it, because they know the words that you bring to them are going to be rejoiceful and something that they do not want to miss out on. Being mindful of your words. Number 16, are you compassionate for yourself and others? Do you have compassion? Today, Sally has to attend a funeral. Today, someone had a death while one of their family members died while they were at work. Are you compassionate to them? Or are you just bottom line driven? You don't give a flip. You don't care what their feelings are all about. Are you passionate towards your people? That their little son broke his arm yesterday on the playground. That the team got beat last night. Are you compassionate with their feelings and they're being sympathetic? Or you just don't give a flip? You don't care what's going on in their personal world. You only want results. You don't care what happens between 9 and 5 with their self-awareness, their meaning, their mindset. Are you being compassionate for self and others? You have to be compassionate. Leaders who are not compassionate will not have people who will follow them. Compassionate for yourself and others. Major stuff. And one of the things leading into 17 is, are you an attentive listener? Do you listen on a regular basis? Do you know what's going on with the people around you, your environment, your surroundings? Do you even know what's going on in the mind of your spouse? Do you know what's going on in the mind of your children? So many of us out there don't know and are not aware of that. The mental aspect of what is going on with your partner, your children, your coworkers, your team members, we do not know because we don't listen to what they actually say. Lots of times the questions you have already been answered. You just are not listening whenever the answers are given. Matter of fact, sometimes you don't even have to ask the question. The question you have has already been answered if you will just be quiet and listen, and attentive listening, not just going through the motions and looking at them, acting like you're listening when you really aren't. You really don't care what they have to say. You have to be an attentive leader, an attentive listener, so that you know what your environment and your surroundings are all about. Number 18, do you help others rise and give support? It's also like mentoring. Are you helping others rise through the ranks? Are you helping others become more today than they were yesterday, and becoming more tomorrow than they are today? Are you helping others, and are you giving them support? Now, for example, in the businesses and operations that I'm a part of, when someone leaves our organization, the first thing I do is I evaluate myself. And what that means is that I give them the support to be successful. Did they have the resources to be successful? Did they have the information to make an impact on our business? Lots of times, whenever people are not supported, they fail. And when they fail, your business fails, your marriage fails, your friendships fail, the team fails. Give others and help them rise and give them the support. Help others all the time. You have to be supporting your team. That's the only way they're going to learn. The only way that they can listen is if you listen and then you bring the support to them that they need. You have to be mindful of this. So over the last couple episodes, there are several topics that we have brought, or items that we have brought on being heart-centered and a leadership quality. Everybody is and can be a leader in their own way. And maybe they're just leading their house. Maybe they're just leading their family. Maybe they're not leading a group at the workplace. Or then again, maybe they are. Maybe they're responsible for 100 people. Maybe you're responsible for 100 people. You have to have leadership qualities, and they have to come from the heart. Your people have to see the passion. They have to see that you are trustful. You're trustworthy. You're truthful. I said trustful, but truthful. You have to be a servant leader. You have to own your character, and you have to be ready to accept your faults, and that you're an avid leader. You're always approaching things. You have to strategize. All the things that we've talked about over the last couple of episodes. Listening, being mindful of your words, being committed and responsible. Worked on responsibility this week with some people, and being responsible, first of all, to yourself, and then being responsible to the people around you. All these things, always, we know that hard times are going to come, that failure is going to be a part of that. And we have to make sure that we are failing forward, and we're doing it on a regular basis. Striving to be a mentor and bringing people along with you as you go, not making sure that you're holding them down. And I've had people in my organizations, and me as the leader did not identify that as fast as I should and as fast as I could have, because I was blind eye to it. And their leadership, or their the lack of, was holding down people because they did not want them to know what they knew, because then they may be a threat to their job, to their position. It's unfortunate that we look at that and we take a negative strive to leadership. So beating them down and keeping them misinformed or uninformed, if you will, of what's actually going on in the organization will help them keep their job security. And it just doesn't work that way. People in great companies, good companies, great organizations, the leadership in those groups don't look to replace leaders. They look for leaders to develop leaders. And when you have developed people, they're not looking to get rid of you. They're looking for you to develop some more people. So don't look at that as someone's going to take my job. Look at it as how that business can grow. Leaders and quality ownership and quality people who work at the business, control the schoolhouse, work at the church, etc. They're always looking to evaluate and promote within. Because if you do that within, you already have people who know all about the organization. You don't even have to tell those people where the bathroom is or the copier. They already know. So be heart-centered and your leadership qualities, making sure you're getting those out and making sure that your people are understanding how all this goes. Two good episodes on leadership and the qualities. Money Motivation Mike, we're always continuing to try to bring these type of topics to make yourself better. Yes, we are transitioning into some things here in the upcoming months with the reaction videos that I talked about, some more special guests coming our way. Going into football season, we're going to do some things. I'm going to touch on the Dallas Cowboy organization and how it is the mega sports franchise in the world, and how that was built and where it's been, and obviously things that are very, very, very close to my heart. Also, another big topic that we're going to be talking about in here in the fall is friendship. I am very blessed to have a lot of friends, and friendship is a big part of my life. And I'm going to bring some of my lifelong friends in here, and we're going to discuss what friendship and brotherhood and sisterhood are all about. Continuing to bring what I consider to be top quality content to the Money Motivation and Mike show. And obviously our listeners, I believe, are seeing that as well, with our numbers continuing to just be astronomical at this point in our show as we are now endeavoring into year 2. So once again, info@mx3.vip is where you can contact us, and you can find all of our content, mx3.vip, or on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/@mx3podcast. And don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and hit the icon bell button. to get notified of all of our new content. We've once again had another show that we're very, very appreciative of, and what you bring to our show on a regular basis. Make sure you're sending in your information, your comments, your questions, your complaints, whatever it is, maybe a topic or two that you would like to hear in the near future. So everyone who's been a part of this show of Money, Motivation, and Mike, until next time, live your life the right way.